We are back home and the vacation in Cyprus is over. I want to give some background information regarding Farmagusta or Gazi Magusha, which is like the Turkish name. The Turks call the city Magusha. The ghost town is actually an area of the city, which is called Varosha. Why is it a ghost town? The city is abandoned since 1974, when the conflict happened in Cyprus. And all the Greek Cypriots, they left the city. Right now, you can actually go to the city, but there are only like a few streets which you can really visit. And around like the area, which is called Varosha, there is like a fence. There's a lot of army, so it's impossible kind of like to enter the buildings or to enter streets which are not opened yet. In general, there are like some cafes already. There are like 2 beaches. The closed beach, like in the beginning when you enter, there are a lot of tourists. The closed beach, it's not really crowded actually, but like there's not many opportunities to buy some stuff. But if you go to the bigger beach, which is far away, they have a cafe where you can buy beer for €2. They have free Wi-Fi. It's amazing, really. So I think some beds were very cheap. I don't remember the price. So all in all, I can recommend it. You can only pay by card in the city. It's not possible to pay in cash. What else you should know? Actually, if you want, there are 2 ways to get there. You can either go to the Turkish side of Nicosia, or I don't know, they call it also Lefkoşa in Turkey. You can go to the Turkish side. There are a lot of buses because Farmagusta, or they call it Gazi Magusha, it's a very big city actually. It's a very big Turkish city which is very close to Varosha, but they bring you to the big city and you have to walk like 3 kilometers to the ghost town from there. There are a lot of buses, like I would say every half an hour you find a bus if you want. You can also take like a shared taxi from Girne. Like Girne is a very beautiful city. I would recommend to go to Girne in general, like to visit Girne if you want to go to the Turkish side. From Girne there are like shared taxis once an hour. It's called Kombus, Kombus. You should reserve 1 night before, because otherwise that's what happened to us. Like the buses for 2-3 hours, they were completely booked out. It's a shared taxi. So the shared taxi was completely booked out for 2-3 hours. So we had to go to Lefkoşa in the end and then take a public bus. But the public bus takes ages because they stop a lot on the way. They try to fill it as much as possible and then they leave the people out whenever they want. There are like these public buses, they are called dolmuş in Turkey. They don't have any like defined stations. You can stop them wherever you want. And that's like how it's reflected, like it takes ages. So I would definitely recommend a shared taxi if you do it. Go to Girne and take a shared taxi. Like, waste your time. What else? Like the city itself is it's amazing. It's like full of abandoned buildings. It used to be quite big, so I would definitely recommend to visit it. And the beaches, I would say the big beach, we were also told by Greek people, it's the nicest beach on the island. And it's not crowded yet, but I think it will get more crowded with time because this ghost town is open since 2 years only. To a small bike tour. It's quite sad actually. It used to be a big city from what I can see. Quite green. There are quite a few cafes and stuff. You don't expect this, but yeah. If you think that it just reopened 2 years ago. Bookstore, Pavlos. Quite nice building, looks Greek architecture. Trabzon flag, I don't know why, but why not? It's Bank of Cyprus. Egypt, Cyprus. Okay. Interesting, I didn't know, but you can actually even enter Check here.